TGIM, beautiful people. So, let's take a moment for Mama Hannah's Meditation Monday. Not madness. So, I had the lights off, but you know, to make a video, I have to turn the light on so you can see me. This is Dance of Claws and Incense, Healing Music, Healing the Soul, Shamanic, Shaya Meditations. Thank you. I will save this. So, before I grab my phone to make just a quick video, and then I will go back to what I was doing. When I first turned this on, I had the lights off, and I got myself in a comfortable position. And I call this reset time, okay? Because we all need moments throughout our days, to reset, okay? And I typically like to do this in between different activities, whatever that may entail. So, I would tell you. Okay, so let me see if I can do this again. Of course, you know, it's not the same when you're holding an electronic in your hand. With that being said, everybody breathes different. You know, it's suggested to breathe in through your nose slowly and out through your mouth to allow yourself to relax and become comfortable. Now, clearing of the mind. So the way that I do this is as I close my eyes and become comfortable and relaxed, I listen to the music, and then I allow my brain to flash images, whatever they may be. The first thing that comes to mind, remember, think long, think wrong. Don't overthink it. This is meant to be relaxing, so keep it simple. The first thing I envisioned when I closed my eyes, and listen to this, I picture, I don't know why y'all, okay, we're just going to go with this. Now, this is also another EMDR technique. Woo. Let's just say I've mastered that in many ways. So, okay, and this is very useful and helpful for anyone that has experienced trauma in their life. So you have to think of your brain as a filing cabinet. Okay? Your frontal lobe is connected to all of your daily activities. And so, particular individuals that have suffered extensive trauma in their lives, okay, that trauma then attaches itself to your frontal lobe, okay, and it is activated by triggers, okay, triggers throughout your day. It could be anything, whether it be a smell, a sound, a person, a saying, something you hear. It's random, you know, it's different for everyone. So, through techniques like this, such as these, okay, and I'm not talking about hypnosis, all right? Y'all need to leave that shit alone, unless you know what you're doing. So be careful about that. So, when you take meditative measures and resets, such as this, it takes the trauma from your front lobe of your filing cabinet and through the process over I'd say at least 6 months, okay? It takes that trauma and moves it. Now, we're always going to remember, okay, certain things we're never going to forget in our lives. However, what we don't need is it to be attached to all of your daily, okay? We don't need it. We don't want it. We don't want that in the front filing cabinet. So, we slowly move that file all the way to the back. Okay, it's still there. The file's still there. However, it is not, because it's not in the front, it's not going to attach to everything. Okay, it's not going to be as prominent. Okay, so now back to the reset. Now you just have to go with it. Okay, so the first thing I picture in my mind is like a tribal girl running through. It's like, I feel like, I don't know, what you would picture like a Sahara or something. I don't know, possibly Africa. That doesn't matter. It's the picture in my mind. And it's like she's running through the wheatgrass. And there's a tiger. She's far ahead of it, though. And she's running, and the wind is blowing through her hair. She's breathing steadily. She's maintaining a good pace. She doesn't look back all that often. Every now and then, she takes a quick look back just to see if that tiger is within her sight, and it's not. And as she runs, the further she runs, the safer she feels, and the further away from the predator she becomes. Now, moving on, next image, as if it was, remember when we were kids back in the 80s and we had those, I forgot what they were called. There were the like goggle looking things. You held it up to your eyes and you looked up to the light and you stuck the little, of course in a moment like this I'm not going to remember, the little projector type, and you click the button, and every time you click the button it presents a new image. Okay, let's go back. So now I picture this girl. She's in the rainforest now. She's somewhere very exotic. She can hear the ruffling of the palm trees and the different foliage around her. She can hear different birds chirping in the trees, or not necessarily chirping, all kinds of different sounds they make. She can hear the water moving. She steps into the water. She needs to cross. She wants to cross. Slowly and steadily, remaining balanced. She crosses the creek bed of the water, feeling each stroke of movement as her hands push through. I would say the water is about this high. So she is steadily using her arms to push the waters behind her. She's made it to the other side. She's coming up out of the water. She sees that it looks a little different on the other side. She wants to go a little further. Everything becomes very still. However, the sounds of nature are still there. The grass becomes shorter. Everything becomes softer. She starts to see flowers. And more animals, different animals. She comes to a big tree. She sees a nice place to sit. She feels safe. She feels at peace. She sits down on the warm, soft ground of the foliage and the grass. She leans up against the tree. She admires everything beautiful around her. She appreciates the still and the quiet. Because she feels secure, she leans her head back on the tree and becomes comfortable, almost one with the tree. She trusts the universe. She closes her eyes. She listens to the sounds of nature as she becomes grounded and one with the earth. I don't know. She just might take a nap. Who knows? Okay, I'm moving on. That was lovely, I have to say. Was for me anyways. Do you see how we moved? Okay. So the storyline went that the girl was running and rewind and listen, okay? She went on a journey now, didn't she? In the end, though, she found her peaceful place. In that process, with some repetition over a course of time, that's how you move trauma from your frontal lobe, your front file, to the back. A long time ago, when I would practice this method, that little girl was me. However, she wasn't out. She was someplace different. Okay? The things that she saw were the places that were familiar to her. The faces that she saw were those that were familiar to her. The danger she experienced were in places she was supposed to be safe. Now, do you see over a course of time how I don't picture myself as that little girl any longer amongst those places, people, places, and things? That little girl has become a warrior. She knows how to survive. She is loved. She loves herself. And she is at peace. Peace out, deuces. Love you, bye.